Hello all. Today I'm going to show you two automatic chicken farms I've developed which are both extremely small and are stackable, so you can create the farm as big as you like. The footprint size for both is only a mere 1x6, only being 3 blocks tall. The two designs are both nearly identical, however both have their own advantages. The farms both have similar concepts in that the eggs dropped from the feeder chickens are taken through this hopper to activate the comparator, which activates this observer, which splits the signal to both go upwards and horizontally. The horizontal signal goes to this repeater, which powers both the dispenser in the middle and the dropper below. The top signal goes to power this block above, powering this repeater, and powering this block, which finally activates this dispenser, which dispenses the lava and picks it back up. The only difference between the first and second design is that the top 3 blocks are different. The second design uses a sticky piston and a redstone block, however it has access to the feeder chickens, making it very useful as a tileable farm. With the top access, you can breed the chickens without it being a pain. Here's an example of a tiled farm. However, do note that these two farms do not work together, so what I've created would not work. To change from one farm to the other is very simple. All you need to do is break these blocks and replace them with the corresponding blocks needed. To do the second, to convert from the second to the first farm, you just had to break those pistons and redstone blocks and place those blocks with a repeater in the middle set to 2 ticks. And to convert from the first farm to the second is you just break the remaining blocks, the top 3 blocks here, and place sticky piston with a block of redstone in front of each of them. Also, make sure when you make the tiled farm to rotate between repeaters and redstone in the back. Having just repeaters on the back also works, however it is cheaper to just use redstone. Now, to build this farm for yourself, these are the materials you would need for both open and closed farms. The bottom left materials are only for the open farm, and the bottom right materials are only for the closed farm. Let's start by first making the second farm. We already have our chest here, so we put a hopper right behind it with a slab right above it. You need a dropper right behind the hopper facing straight up. Put your 2 dispensers right behind it facing forward. Place a hopper going into the dropper, which is going to have all your feeder chickens. You want to have a repeater right on top of that where your feeder chickens are going to be at a tick of 2. And right behind the hopper, we need to detect when an egg is thrown into the hopper. So we'll have 1 comparator and 1 redstone dust. On top of the redstone dust, we're going to have our first observer. And second, we'll have our second observer right in front of it. And on top of the observer, facing upwards, we're going to place our sticky piston towards us, towards the front. And right in front of that, a redstone block. That's all the farm needs. You can place siding, if that is as big as you're going to make it. And also, you can place glass on the side of the front to see your baby chickens growing up to get killed. But make sure to put a bucket of lava in the dispenser, as we will do now, along with eggs. Lava bucket must go in there, and when the chickens lay eggs like that, it will quickly dispense the lava and put it back in the bucket, so the grown chickens will get set on fire, but the baby chickens are too small, so they won't get hit by the lava up top. To convert from the second to first farm, all you need to do is break the redstone block and piston, place a block on top of the observer, and place one right on top of the repeater where the feeder chickens are held. You finally place a repeater right on top of the other observer and set it to 2 ticks. To tile the farms is very simple. You need to break one side of it and place everything exactly how it is on the other farm. Just, this needs to face forward. Hopper needs to face like this. Set this to 2 ticks again. Place another comparator. But make sure, this is the only thing that's different. You need to rotate between redstone and repeaters. Note, this is set to 1 tick. Don't right click it at all. Place an observer on top. Place an observer on the front. Just as we did before. Place our repeater back up top, set to 2 ticks. And 2 more blocks. So it is exactly the same as the other, but made bigger, so we can fit more chickens inside and have it as a longer farm. And again, you can change between farms by just breaking the 2 blocks and breaking the repeater and placing pistons, sticky pistons, and blocks of redstone. And that is it. One more thing is that you can break all of the chests and have them all go to one central location by having all of the hoppers pointing in one direction, instead of having multiple chests carrying your resources. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, feel free to leave a like, and if you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe.